I hope you're all ready. I hope you are all sat down and ready for this, cause this has been a bumper. I am back with a bang. Terrible couple of weeks over Christmas, and then bang, new year, new me, listening every day, getting everything prepared and ready, just so I've got the maximum chance of selling stuff on eBay through this year. I'm going to try and maximise it out, get everything right, and not make as many mistakes as I did in my first year. And wow, 37 items have sold since Friday afternoon to Monday. It's like 3.5 days. 3.5 days this is, 37 items. I've got 2 pages of stuff that I need to go through with you, and I think you're going to be amazed. I think you're going to be well happy. There is a bit of a sneak peek into one of the videos that's coming up on... No, sorry, I'll take it back. Amy's going to have released this video prior to this one. So this one will be out on Thursday. The video that I mentioned will be out on Tuesday. So I can talk about it. So I'll bring that up when I get to it. So the first item that's out the door is a Sony DVD, it's a CD player M12, which is this one here. Sony CD high density linear converter, direct digital, whatever it is. Anyway, we got this at house clearance and the cable was cut at the back. Thankfully, my granddad, shout out to Ken, is good with electricals and he managed to rewire the back and get it all back connected. Put all that in the description. If the cable wasn't cut and it was working as it should, you're looking at a 50-60 quid machine. As it is, working but with the cable cut, it needs redoing at the back, needs professionally doing. He's just done what he can to get it working. Sold it for 25, so that was free. Sold it for 25 plus shipping. On to the next one is a plastic toy viewer that I picked up from Torksy. This little plastic toy viewer. It's got some slides of Yogi Bear, very, very old. Box is absolutely tattered. It cost me 50p from that first store when you go into Torksy, and that's all for £6.65. I've had it for a while, but it's really small, so it weren't a bit of a problem. On to a very weird one. It's down the side here, just here. So, any tennis fans out there? I managed to pick up, and forgive me if I'm saying this wrong, I'm not a tennis fan, Maria Navratilova. I'm hoping so. Supposedly she were good. It's her scoreboard for a charity event she did, and it's signed just there. Now, it's signed to Something Dyke School. Good luck from Maria. So I'm guessing she was doing some sort of a charity event and then she signed it for the school. I managed to get my hands on it for a £5 and I managed to sell it for 35 quid. So I will literally sell anything. I mean, this isn't even like signed to anyone, but see, it's a collector's item, I suppose. So yeah, that one sold for £35. Gonna be a bit of a nightmare to ship. Lots of bubble wrap and some really tough cardboard. But anyway, on to another one. Another big one is, can you remember the brass bin that I picked up when my dad was with me at Strawberry Fields? Well, that's finally sold. This brass bin, you can see it. Let's click the camera so I know that I'm putting you. So it's got some lions on either side. It's quite big. And I put on so this is where all the keyword searches come into play. So this is just a brass coal bin, but I also put it down as a planter, and now this is off to America as a planter. Someone wants it for the front room for a large, is it called a monkey plant? Or have I got that wrong? Anyway, she wanted it for that, so that's off to America. So not bad, and that sold for £70. I picked it up for 20. So not a bad little flip, that. Not a bad little flip. I'm going to go into a bit more what I'm planning on doing this year on one of the other items that sold, because I've got a new tactic this year. I've got a new tactic, and I'll let you have a sneak peek as to what it is, because it's currently working. On to the next one. So we've got a Monopoly Game of Thrones edition. Me and Amy got 2 for Christmas a few years back. We sold the first one and we played this one, and then we've just not played it since, so I put it up for sale. So we got it for Christmas and that sold for £11.65. Not bad at all. A big one. I'm really happy with this one. Just because I didn't think people believed it was worth the value that it was. Now, it was back at Talks ages ago, and it was the video he didn't know how much it was worth, that video. So if you want to go back and look at this, I picked this up for a tenner. and it's heavy. It's the Berzerber screen. Oh look, you can all see yourself being recorded. It's the Berzerber large. We thought it was a terminal screen. Oh god, it's heavy. We thought it was a terminal screen, but coming into it, actually, it was a weighing scale. So there's two parts to it. That should have a stand and then a big fat ass scale underneath it, and that then feeds all the stuff to the screen. It shows all the data on there for large scale food production, also for veterinary services. So I didn't hold out much hope. Put it up for £300 and just sat it there. They were not available. The scales on their own sold for like £1,000, but I thought the screen's probably not as desirable. The scales will break before the screen do. Anyway, 6 months it took, and I took a best offer at 200. I've had it a while. It's quite a big item, so £10 into 200. More than happy. More than happy with that one, and yeah, it's just fantastic. On to the next one. We have the Coleman light. Where did I put that? It's there. Is this Coleman lantern light. I got it from Jason the last time he was there. Fully working, fluorescent twin light. Bit of a vintage feel about it. Takes absolutely massive batteries. And that in total cost me about 20p. You all know what Jason's prices are. Wish you'd come back to Old Coats. If you're watching this video, get yourself back to Old Coats. And so that sold for £17.65, so 20p. Yeah, not bad at all. What's the next one? It's called a Jogo camcorder. It's one I've had a while. Take it back. It's called a Disco video camera recorder for an old laptop. Really old school. This very Y2K. But I picked it up from that guy that gave me all them electronic items for like £2. Sure, it was £2, 2 or 5 quid. Anyway, I'm about 20p into this one as well, because I got a load of electrical bits, loads of little bits. And that one is brand new in packaging, and that sold for 12 quid. I've had it a while. Probably one of the first things I picked up when I went to Old Coats, so I had it a long time. Right, on to what will have been of my previous video, the auction pallet. Now, I got a boatload of Lego and it sold within like 48 hours. If that, probably 36 hours. So this is the first one of that. All in, I've worked it all out, so I had around about 40 to 50 items in that pallet. So it cost me 500 odd quid, so that works out, without thinking, 50 items into that 10, 400. I'm going to put it down at 15 quid. 15 quid is worst case that this is owing me, with all the items into one. So some items I'll be losing money, some items I'll be gaining money. But yeah, so this is the first one that sold. Lego Technique 42096 Porsche 911 RSR. Is it RSR? RSR, yeah. So it's this Porsche. I'll stand back a bit. This one, quite a big set, fully complete, just the box was open, so John Lewis couldn't sell it. So that one owes me 15 quid. That sold for £116.65. What I did, is I pitched them at around about 15 to £20 below brand new price, because they are brand new, they're just boxes damaged, and it worked a treat, to be fair. I probably could have held out for that extra £15, but not being greedy, the boxes are damaged. I know that people like perfect boxes, especially Lego collectors, if they're just going to show them off behind the item that they've got in the display case. So put it under there, it seemed to work really well. So the next one is a Skytronic SCART splitter. I don't know anyone uses SCART anymore. Anyway, I find that bad boy. Skytronic SCART splitter. Yeah. That cost me 20p and it sold for £5. I got that from a charity shop. Not a bad little return on that one. I'm quite happy with it. On to one from a subscriber. Thank you very much to Haley for buying this. He was a bit of a Harry Potter fan, so I will get this out to you. Again, I think me and Amy got it when we first got together. It's a sealed Harry Potter jigsaw. It's the Harry Potter Magical Creatures puzzle. It's like a circular Harry Potter puzzle, and that sold, yeah, so that cost me nothing. It sold for 3 quid. I've had it here a while. This is part of when I first started up. I cleared out all the house. Top tip there for you all: when you're first starting out, go around your house, collect all the items that you haven't used for ages, and it's just sat there collecting dust, get them listed, gets your ball rolling, gets you a bit of funds to start reselling. So that's what I did. That's one of those ones. So that's been on since like February last year, and that's all for £3. On to one of the other ones is a Lego Star Wars fighter. So this is the 75325 Mandolin N1 Starfighter, which is this one. Brand new, absolutely sealed all the way around, but the box is very sticky, so I think that's why they couldn't sell it. It's quite sticky on top. Still owes me 15 quid, and that's all for 37 within a day. Probably not even a day, probably 12 hours of me putting it on. Onto a nice little flip. I like this one. This vintage NEC Harlequins. It's the Cougar? Cougar made for rugby shirt. It's in a size extra large, and I picked that up luckily from a charity shop. Someone just put it back as I was getting in there. They just put it back, so I slipped in and got it. Thought that looks nice vintage rugby top, and that cost me £5, and that's over 45. Not bad at all. Not bad. On to another sporting top. Is that the one? Yeah. LeBron James. Miami Heat's number 6 official NBA jersey, and that cost me nothing again. One from our house, and that's all for 25 quid. Not bad. Right, onto one that's down there. Yeah, I'll get it. 1 minute. Is these aluminium shoe trees, 10 by 11. Picked them up. I've been using them for pictures, to be fair, until they sold. Got some wooden ones now, so they can quite happily to go. Had them a while. 20p in from a charity shop. Sold for 6 quid. So not too bad. One of my random sales. So I go months without selling any plush, and then all of a sudden I sell one. It's this. Oh, Donald's got a bit of wall residue on him. It's this Disney Store exclusive Donald Duck. Or is it Daffy Duck? Is it Donald or Daffy? I put Donald Duck, but it could be either. Donald Duck, and I got him for 50p, and he sold for 3 quid. Told you I do not do well on plush whatsoever. So, Snowman Rope Light. It's an interesting one. I'll go and get it. Oh, so it's this bad boy. So, where's the picture? Just there. Can you see that? It's a rope light snowman. And it's 98 by 75 tinsel snowman rope light. Now, you never stop being a picker even when you're out. Went to Sundown with Amy and the kids, and in Sundown shop they had a sale on, and this was brand new stock, and they had it up for 40 quid. I looked at it and thought, that's a really good deal. Plugged it all in, made sure everything was fine with it, and I saw that they were selling for around about 100. Took best offer on that one after Christmas and sold it for 80, so double my money. I'm more than happy with that one. I got another one, I got Santa as well. So I spent 80 quid on both of them. Got 80 quid back from one, so whatever that sells for, that's then profit. I was quite happy at doubling my money. Next one is a spares and repairs job. The Sony CDP M18. This actually probably, so it's this one. Very similar to the previous one actually, but this one just doesn't read discs. Put it all in the description. It owes me 2 quid and it sold for a £5. Not bad. Oh, I'm running out of room here. It's very busy. On to another one, the Humax. If I can, new one to just be looking at, be on the lookout. Bolo, all these Humax machines, even the 500 to 1 terabyte ones sell really quick. And sell for good money. So I picked this one up for a £5. It sold for 40. I've also got another one though that's up for sale, which is a newer version, and that's up for £140. So keep an eye, even for the older Humax machines, as long as they've got like the, well, yeah, just look out for Humax machines. The FreeSat machines do really well. I'm going to try and stop waffling as much. Mandalorian helmet. So this one arrived and it was battered. Really battered. Checked all the bags out though, and it's absolutely fine. So it's the 75328, the Mandalorian helmet. That one. Again, within a couple of 12 hours, maybe 24 if at most. 15 quid into 40. I've nearly paid for the whole pallet just out of the Lego. So, crazy. Sold really quick. On to another one. Kids had bamboo bowls, so I had one for my cereal. Don't use it anymore, so that's all for £6.65. Oh, a nice one. I used a company called John Pye Auctions, and I managed to get this. It's a big 32-inch Disney Rapunzel by Jax. And these retail for like £90 new. So this was used, hardly used, but still used. God, she just popped out. Woo! And she set me back £2 in the lot that I got, and she sold for 40. Crazy. That's the mad one, that one, isn't it? 40 quid for that doll. Yeah, so that one's out there. Wooden clock, another one of the kids. Move that up there a bit. Oh. So I put all the pieces in here so I kept them safe, but it's like a wooden Montessori style clock with all the wooden pieces. One that the kids just didn't use anymore, and that sold for 4 quid plus postage. A Linksy Etherfast card. No more than 10p into this. A little Ethernet interface card for desktop computers. No more than 10p into it, and it's all for a £5. A quick sale is a Wenger suitcase. This one that I picked up just before Christmas when I blew a tyre. This suitcase. That sold for, sorry, that cost me 3 quid, and that sold for 26. First page down. Another big one. Lego BMW bike. Checked it all out, all in there. Just the box was open, so it's this Lego BMW bike. Cost me 15 quid. I know it, you know, that's just how I'm picturing it in my head. And that's all for £140. Done so well off Lego. So well. Another one. HP printer. I will go into the end, but I have a new printer. And this was my old one, so that one sold for 21 quid. It's hardly been used, to be fair, because I were always too lapsy daisy and never bothered printing stuff off. Right, this is where I have some explaining. I know this is a long video, so where I have a bit of explaining. So my tactic this year is, on higher value items, I don't mind doubling and tripling my money, because I know that probably as long as the turnaround rate's good, I don't mind doing it. So on this one I spent £40 on a Casio till from a company that had just swapped till systems and they've gone up to date. So I picked this one up, and within 2 days of me listing it, so from £40 I managed to sell it for 125 quid. Just like that, really quick, 85 quid profit. Well, minus fees, so like 70 quid profit. Easy. So it has the till rolls. Ugh. It has the user manual. It's all been pack tested, and it's the Casio SE-G1. You can pick this up. This was just off Marketplace, local pickup. Just while I was out doing some charity shop hunting, I picked it up on the way. So yeah, 40 into 125. That's what I'm going to be doing this year. Scouting Facebook a bit more and not minding on larger value items, doubling or tripling my money. There's no harm in it. DeLonghi coffee machine is this one. This DeLonghi espresso machine, missing the cup thing that actually makes the espresso. Put it down here, I'm running out of room. Picked it up the other day at charity shop for 3 quid, sold it for 11. Quick flip. I've put it here, 3-wood head cover. That one, standard head cover, no more than 10p into that, £6.80. Canon camera, one that I could not believe was still on the shelf when I got to the charity shop. So, don't be fooled. So this is the Canon EOS 70D, but it's not the 70D in the box, it's the 1000D in the box. I picked that up for a charity shop for a tenner, still on the shelf. I could not believe it. For a tenner, and that sold for 55 within a couple of days. The one I picked up from free from a subscriber who said he was going to put it in the tip, so I said no, is these BT Wi-Fi extenders. So I picked that up from a subscriber when I was picking some boxes up. You know who you are. And they sold for £21.65. Not bad. Panasonic Hoover bags. Where did I put those? Oh, darn it. There's always one item that I forget where it is. Found them. These ones. Sorry about that, everyone. So these Panasonic dust bags, picked them up the other day at charity shop. I think you watched me do that one. Picked them up for £1, sold them for £5. Another plush. Centre Parks Hedgehog, down at Ripley. Picked it up for 20p, 5 plushes for £1, and that's all for £3. And final two. Well, it's 3 items, but final 2. This Newbie set has sold on Vinted. My little girl's Newbie 2-piece set, sold on Vinted for £7.50. And then, thank you to Shelley, who follows me on Instagram. So I'm assuming you follow me on YouTube, but I don't know. Hope you're a subscriber, Shelley. But she came and bought 2 Lego sets off me that were in the pallet. She bought the Blacksmith House. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, put some pictures. I'll move out of the way. Here. And she also bought Santa's Grotto. She paid, so 30 quid into that. She paid 175 for both of those. Knocked a little bit more off than eBay because it's a subscriber, and I didn't have to pay eBay fee, so that's away from eBay. So, whew, that's all 37 items. So in total, I spent £238.20 on all of that. Everything that's here, it's crazy in front of me right now. Made so much room. That value on that I sold it for was £1,428.70. What a weekend. That's crazy. eBay, because I took the 175 off, took £150 and 44 pence. So profit-wise, from this weekend, I have made £1,278 and 26p. Just give myself a pat on back. Oh, well done. Crazy. Absolutely mad. Crazy. So I'm just going to do a little one. I hope you enjoyed this video, but I'm just going to show you my new printer. Just unclip you. If you look here, look, new printer. So I've gone for the Jaden printer. So that's why I've got rid of the old HP. So I've tried it. Oh, it's like, oh, it's crazily good. Don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. So my every send-offs are going to be so much more slicker. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and let's hope that this carries on. Let's hope. Let's hope my tactics are working. And over and out from the Selling Dan.